everyone.
Oh, man, welcome aboard, you cheese dicks. You know what it is. It's that time of the year again. It's the motherfucking Rad Dudecast episode nobody knows. Welcome aboard. My name's Brendan.
270 or 271.
I'm here with Anthony and Greg. You got to get subscribe, rate, review. Thank you. Do it now. Starting the podcast. Woo! Woo!
Nice, man.
Thank you.
Who's this guy?
Demo Goblin. He's a Build-A-Figure for the latest Marvel Legends series. He is Hobgoblin possessed by some demons.
Anthony has pointed at a figure in front of Greg. His name is Demo Goblin. We've become a largely visual podcast, although most of our listeners remain audio only. Greg is now flying Demo Goblin in front of a camera.
I'm selling him, too, if anyone wants to get on that. It's $60 if anybody wants to buy Demo Goblin.
So what's his deal? Hobgoblin. Now, Hobgoblin, from what I understand, Brendan. Can I explain Hobgoblin to Brendan?
I don't give a fuck what you do, man.
Hobgoblin is one of Spider-Man's best friends growing
Nope.
up. Oh, hang on, Greg.
Sorry. But, you know,
well,
I get highly offended when you lie about comic book guys.
I guess you can stop me along the way. Okay. That's fine. So if they're not best friends, then what were they, Greg?
Nemesises.
All right. Hobgoblin is one of Spider-Man's top nemesises.
Yeah.
But sometimes they get along. Like, they see eye to eye on certain things.
No, barely. When? Never. Like, maybe once they said they ordered a cheeseburger at the same restaurant. They weren't even there together.
Pretty good cheeseburger.
So now
this Hobgoblin.
Now, I couldn't cite the specific example, but Greg had it with the cheeseburger thing. So at one point, they did see eye to eye over a nice burger. Mm-hmm. So from what I understand, Hobgoblin, he could not find a way. Him and Spider-Man have been fighting for years, right?
Sure.
So Hobgoblin couldn't find a way to beat his old pal,
Yes.
Peter Parker.
Best friends growing up, as I understand.
Yeah.
Were they neighbors? Did he live on the other side from the lady?
We'll have to go to Greg to that. Were they neighbors?
I mean, I guess they all lived in the tri-state area.
So technically neighbors. Greg could come in on that.
Thank you.
So from what I get is that Hobgoblin, so a German engineer.
Yeah. Sure.
Is it right?
No.
Yep.
Greg's saying no, so I'll go another route.
I'm allowing you to do your thing, man.
Yes.
No, but I'm saying stop me anytime it's a lie.
You're not going to get it. What are you going to imagine? You're going to imagine a perhaps?
So Hobgoblin.
So Dr. Diedrich.
Dr. T. Yeah, Dr.
That was him? Yeah,
Nope.
Okay.
Greg's saying no, so I guess
But it's
not.
okay, you know.
Yeah,
Why?
no,
But
totally.
hold on,
We're
let me
taking
ask
some
you this.
We're
steps.
talking about Hobgoblin or
Let me-
Demo Goblin?
Let me ask you
I'm
this.
getting to Demo Goblin.
Why is Greg the recognized expert, okay? Just because
know, all these
he's
figures.
read and watched and collected all of the memorabilia. Why should he know more than us? We know just
Good
as
point.
much. A comic book is a world of your imagination. What you make it what it is. And what you've said
That's
to
true.
me is more true than anything Greg's provided me. What has he said?
But that's like
Nothing.
saying the dictionary is just words that we put in them that we say.
And
No,
it is.
But they have to be approved. None of this. Look, there was 6 different Hobgoblins. If you get guess the first name to any of them, I'll give you 3 points.
Elliot.
Mark, Elliot, no. I'll give you some letters. There's one with an R. There's one with an A. There's one with an N. There's one with a J. There's one with a-
Reginald. Nigel.
Andrew.
James.
No.
You said a J?
Yeah.
J, a D, and a P.
Dick.
No dicks.
Dexter.
Purvis.
No Purvis.
Pamelion.
But yes, all of these are true.
Definitely
As I said,
was not a
when
Pamelion.
you get into the
Pamelion.
world of comic books, Anthony, your
Pamelion.
brain is the book. So yes, of course, there's a Pamelion.
Oh, it's so crazy. There's no
Hobgoblin.
Pamelion, but there's a Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
It's a
I
little
don't have never
nuts.
even heard the word Pamelion before. I know I've heard pavilion. I don't know if that has anything to do with each other.
Well, what are these names of Hobgoblin?
Well, we got a Roderick Kingsley.
I said
I feel like
Roderick.
he might have said Roderick.
No, he didn't say Roderick.
I said something close. Though.
He said something close.
What did I say? Reginald. I said
Reginald.
Oh.
Yeah.
Arnold Donovan.
Arnold.
Yeah, there was an Arnold.
Can I guess a few more P's?
No, because
Percy.
P's.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here's what I'll say. Go easy on the P.
Peter.
Like, close, no. And I wouldn't say you only got close
Patrick.
to with a P.
Patrick is
No.
good.
I'll give you a hint.
Wait.
Hunt.
Did you
Pulley.
just say you wouldn't spell Percy with a P?
No, that's not what I would say.
What did you say? You said I wouldn't. You said something about I wouldn't do this with the P.
Oh, I was saying that I said close, but it's just because it starts with P, but that's the only thing you know. So that's what I was trying to say.
Oh, Palavar.
Palavar. Yeah.
What was that first name you
It
said?
could be Palavar.
Pamilion.
Pamilion and Palavar.
That's what it is. Both combined. Pamilion Palavar. Man, that guy was one of the best hobgoblins.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Of
Pamilion
course I do.
Palavar and the adventure of the 1,000 nights of the Arabian desert. God,
Yeah.
that was one of my favorite books. And the thing about that is he was wronged. He was wronged in
knew he
that.
was wrong.
You know?
Anytime you or Anthony says the thing about that is, I know nothing's coming. I know you guys have delayed with this, and then here comes some more lies. I'm gonna go ahead and say all comic book fans are getting furious right now. They're just screaming Phil at their radios.
Phil.
Phil Urich,
Oh,
Daniel
I thought that was
Kingsley.
a thing comic book fans just screamed when they got angry.
Phil?
Yeah. Like
No.
it was a...
I gotta get my energy on your Leonard. I'm with two crazy
Some people
today.
say, "Oh my God!"
I've
Comic book
got-
fans say, "Phil."
I've got a legitimate gripe here.
It better not be about Hobgoblin because I never got to finish.
You never got to start.
I never got to
Anthony
finish
told
as
the
well.
tale of
Ned
Hobgoblin, and I only trust Anthony's read on Hobgoblin. But listen, this is a question for
Okay.
Clearly, Greg, we jest.
Yeah.
You are the noted comic book expert of the podcast. Let me ask you a question about Hobgoblin.
Okay.
Okay, we've got here in front of us. We've got two of your figures. We've got Hobgoblin
And Demo Goblin.
and Demo Goblin. Demo
Oh,
Goblin.
that's Hobgoblin on the ground.
Yeah, it's Hobgoblin here.
Demo
Okay.
Goblin is a possessed Hobgoblin.
He's actually he's an unnamed demon from Limbo,
Now, here's what I ask you about that.
I think.
No, his name is Demo Goblin.
You got
so
the
that's a
Wikipedia
name.
page open.
Yeah, because I was going to read it because I can't really remember Demo Goblin's. I remember he was in Maximum Carnage. I don't
Now
remember
a
the
lot
story.
of comic book fans are screaming, "Phil."
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Fucking Phil.
They don't
Let
like
me ask you
man.
this.
Yeah?
And I need your full attention on this. I know you're researching Demo Goblin, which I thought this whole time you had all this stuff memorized.
Well, I got so angry by how off you guys are. I don't want to say you're wrong and then find out his name was Pavilion the whole time.
Let me ask you this, though.
Uh-huh.
If you're a goblin, right? You're a hobgoblin.
Uh-huh.
The devil or whoever, some lesser demon goes to possess you and turn you into Demo Goblin. Wouldn't you say, hey, man, I'm already a goblin. No need. Get it, one of these humans. Possess them. I'm a goblin already. I'm already bad. There's no need to possess me into an evil spirit. I am an evil
Oh,
spirit.
Hobgoblin?
Yeah, he's a goblin. Why does he? Why do they need to possess him into an evil thing? He is that
Do
already.
I go joke answer or go real answer?
You go real answer.
Real answer is
both.
Hobgoblin, which is a guy in a Halloween costume mask. So he called himself Goblin, flew around that little thing. You know, maybe a few times he got like some real possessions happen, but for the most part, he was just a guy who went to a CVS, bought a mask, tried to rob a bank with a glider. Dumb shit.
Wasn't he jealous of Peter Parker because he stole his girlfriend?
That might be right. I don't think so.
I don't know.
No, maybe Green Goblin, maybe in the movie.
Green
Oh,
Goblin.
Green Goblin,
There's
right.
so many goddamn goblins.
Yes.
In
Oh,
the
this whole time
Spider-Man
you've been
world.
talking
Spider-Man-
about Green Goblin.
Jesus
Spider-Man has a lot of
Christ,
goblins.
Yes, I have. What
Yep.
is what? I mean, at some point, you're the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got this many goblins going after you.
Yeah, you're a goblin lure.
What have you done?
Yeah.
To upset the goblin community.
Yeah.
Like this.
Well, Green Goblin showed up, and then everyone was like, well, he's badass. I'm going to be
Yeah.
like him. So he was
Oh,
inspiring other
okay.
goblins.
I gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. So, that's that.
I don't even know Hobgoblin. I know Green Goblin.
You know Green
I was
Goblin.
telling the story of Green Goblin.
You know
Oh, Pavilion.
who? You know who?
Palomar.
Palomar.
A million.
You know who my favorite
Palavar.
guy was?
Yes.
Wednesday night bowling league goblin. That guy was good, man. He was just trying to win the league. He
Yes.
never did.
Totally.
But
Yeah.
he'd show up, and Spider-Man was always there. He was throwing a strike, and Spider-Man would shoot his webs and put the ball into the gutter.
That's-
and
you
the
know-
guy's just trying to win the bowling league. But because he's Wednesday night bowling league goblin, Spider-Man of course had to stick his fucking spidery little Peter Parker nose into it. You know,
Yeah, you could
Greg's
tell
collecting
his
all his
ship-
goblins.
These are all my goblins, right? We
Man.
got Green Goblin.
Greg's got goblin. So Green Goblin.
Green
I'll
Goblin,
describe to you.
Norman
he's got
Osborn.
a purple. He's got purple
He wears
outfit
purple.
on, and he seems to have a purse. I will say he does seem to have a purse.
He wears this. He carries this flat satchel purse and puts little circular pumpkin bombs in there that never really made any sense how they fit. This is clearly like a briefcase, and he's sticking pumpkins in there that explode.
That is also like You ever see someone with the type of diabetes you need a cord into you for? That's what he has.
Yeah.
And he's making an excuse that I got pumpkin bomb. No, that's a medical device.
You were the first cell phone ever invented. That's what you have.
Yeah.
This is another hobgoblin.
Now he's holding up one with wings.
Yeah,
That's
guy,
clearly
this is Phil Urich.
That's
Scream Goblin.
That's the same guy as
Same name, but because there was multiple hobgoblins. Multiple people took up.
God.
Multiple people said, "Wow, that's a great idea. I'm gonna do it too."
Yeah.
You know, like they were like Menudo or like the Asian Beatles.
That's
Remember when
like
the
how
Asians did their own Beatles.
or like how
course I do.
you know that really good older comedian, older comedian Anthony DeVito.
Yeah,
And that's exactly what he did.
Oh,
What
yeah,
yeah,
our
Anthony
I guess
DeVitos
we
are the
could
hobgoblins
yeah,
of the
we
comedy
could look at
community.
us that way. I never
Yeah.
really thought of it.
So
that
many
way.
Anthony DeVitos.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
Purple Purse Hobgoblin. He's cool Cape Hobgoblin.
Yes. Anthony, you have a question
I got
about
two things. One about the Hobgoblin and one about my other favorite goblin.
Green Joe DeVito.
The fact that he carries these loose pumpkins in there is alarming.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because how many times you got something in your bag or something, you get groceries, and they
Yeah.
always like separate things. Like I feel like that's very dangerous.
Yeah, of course, man. How many times you have a pen that explodes in your pocket?
Right, exactly.
That's just a pen. That's not a grenade.
Yes.
Also, just get grenades. They got to be easier than getting pumpkin grenades.
That's the thing.
no one's going to be mad at you.
That's the thing
Man.
about the comic book world, and I guess it's what creates this wonder of imagination in children. But it's like
And adults.
and adults. But as an adult,
Some
I think
adults.
as an adult, I think you're a little bit
Some.
more
Educated
able to be like.
adults.
You're a little bit more able to be like, hey man, not all your stuff needs to be on theme. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
get a grenade. You're making pumpkin bombs.
Yeah.
Like you've gone too far. This is taking up time when you could be planning some sort of
Yes.
takeover or something.
Yeah.
Because you're clearly just getting grenades and putting them inside a pumpkin of some sort. Too much.
It
Too
always
much.
made me mad that like the X-Men would fight anti-X-Men type villains, right? Spider-Man, Animal would fight anti-Animal like Dr. Octopus. It's like, why isn't Dr. Octopus going after the X-Men? He only goes after Spider-Man? If you hear Dr. Octopus, Spider-Man's like, this is one of mine. I gotta go get him.
Right.
Like, Dr. Octopus is robbing a bank. How come Punisher or, how come the Avengers aren't showing up 90% of the time? They're
Yeah.
only answering your own. You only get your own villains.
There's
You
a
do
lot
less
of
that now. But
loyalty.
yes, loyalty to the villains.
A lot of loyalty. The other thing I was going to say about was it Green Goblin? Yes, this is it. In sports, you'll sometimes see a team and they're really, really good, but they don't play great competition, and that's why they're so good. And then people criticize them for that. Now, do people do
I don't
that?
understand what you mean.
Okay, like they'll say, like,
Get a weak schedule.
Yeah, they have a weak schedule. Sure, the Milwaukee Bucks are great. Have they
sure.
played anybody?
Yes.
Can they perform in the playoffs?
It's
Yeah.
much more common. It's much more common because in professional sports you generally have to play everyone.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
much more common in
Yes.
college.
I know where you're
In
going.
college,
Right,
it
yes,
happens a
strength of
lot.
schedules
where
are
I know
you're
where you're
like-
going. I know
So
where you're going.
Are people exactly like, man, Spider-Man sucks. He just fights all these dumb goblins.
Yeah.
Whereas Superman is battling everybody.
Superman is battling gods.
Right.
Right? So why
Right.
not what we like to call that castling? Because in chess you switch the rook and the king
Yeah.
or the whatever
Yes,
the fuck.
yes, you
Castling.
hide that
Do you
thing.
know chess?
I'm a big chess player. Everyone knows.
Really?
I do nothing but sports references and chess references.
I
on
was.
my app.
I know nothing
This
about
came
that.
as a shocking surprise. I was walking through Washington Square Park the other day.
He's
I
gonna tell a
walk.
chess story
I
about
walk
you.
by the chess hustlers.
Here we go.
There's Greg
Yeah.
with a stack of $100 bills next
Yeah.
to him, just defeating every Russian old man that came his way,
Wrong.
blowing
I
them
only,
out of the
I
water.
only play robots. I'm the guy you bring in when you want to play a
Oh,
robot.
right, Gary Kasparov.
Yeah, I fight Kasparov and I fight Dot Matrix.
Yeah.
Um,
Watson, IBM's Watson, defeated
Yeah,
by
that's
Greg.
right, Watson.
Okay, I
Now
had
to
to
take
interrupt.
the steam out of what I was saying, because this isn't.
Oh, did I
funny.
take the steam out
Yeah,
or
you
no?
took the
I
steam out
built
of
it up. I
Yeah,
built
you
up
built
your
up a
chess.
thing that's not great.
I built up your chess prowess.
That's what I'm saying. But what
It's-
I'm about to say isn't strong enough to follow that.
He's
Oh, I
he's
see.
saying
I
bad
thought you were
things about
mad
his
at
own
me
You-
because
yeah,
I'm saying
you-
I was puffing your story
Yeah,
up.
you came out and did crowd work before the headliner who only has 15 minutes. You did killer crowd work. And I have a puppet, and he's not going to be able to perform. So,
Everyone loves puppets.
Yeah, I
Don't.
would say
That's a
most
bad.
people-
That's a bad analogy
people
because
love puppets,
people
man.
love.
you never follow a puppet or an animal. That's what my dad told me about comedy. Never follow an animal because you cannot get laughs after a monkey is juggling on a unicycle.
Yeah. Or try this. One time I did a show. I was headlining. the middle act just shot a dog.
Yeah, out of a cannon or with a face?
No, he shot him in the head, and you can't follow that because the people are screaming. They're saying, "What is this?" They're leaving. They're calling the cops. You can't follow that. And I tried to riff on it.
You can't riff on that. Can I finish this,
Yeah,
or do you want to shot a dog in
yeah.
the face, further burying my explanation that isn't even funny? It's just an explanation.
I want to hear it.
Go ahead, Castling. Yeah.
Castling, right? So Batman and Superman did this once, but the move is right. You got Dr. Octopus or Stiltman. Stiltman.
Yeah.
This is a guy with stilts running
sure.
around town, right?
DC.
Thor should just show up, clean out all of Spider-Man's villains, like I'm the God of Thunder, put everyone in jail, and then get back to whatever the fuck he's doing. Let Malekith or Loki have 2 days free from Thor, and have Thor just come in and get all the bank robbers.
True, and then he could really focus.
And then Spider-Man could get back into college or whatever he wants to do. You know what I mean? He can spend time with his wife.
Right. Yeah, you got this like B-rate guy
Yeah.
that's trying to fight another robot. Yeah, where
As
you could have a
soon
guy
as-
super clean up the city. Yeah, I
As
see
soon
what
as
you're
they
saying.
introduced the Avengers, we had a problem. Because it's like, oh, Spider-Man's fighting the Vulture? Who's he? He's a guy, he's an old man with cancer who can fly. Well, you're best friends with Captain America. Call him immediately. Are you crazy? If I'm friends with a mechanic, I'm going to have him look at my car. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Why are you fighting a guy with cancer who has wings? You don't have to. You got friends.
Let
Makes
me
sense,
let
man.
me ask you this. I
Yeah.
got a geographical question too.
Yeah, I'd love to do geography questions.
Because this has always troubled me. Because you see these guys as like people talk about them like, oh, who's better, him or him? Now Batman, this guy, he only cares about Gotham.
Yes.
Superman, the entire world, nay, the universe. Is his jurisdiction. So you're telling me Spider-Man's got, or excuse me, Batman's got 2 square miles and Superman's got everything.
So
And we're saying these two could be in any way comparable. Now, I like Batman better, but
Everyone
I'm saying
everyone loves Batman.
if you're talking about skills as a crime fighter and a world saver, come on, Superman is.
Now, there is an argument to be made there, right?
Okay.
Now, let's say I hate to, Batman is also on the Justice League. So he goes up into space and orbit, and he's kind of watching the major things that are happening. He's landing but his base of operations is Gotham. 2, Gotham's the worst city in the world
Gotham's
in DC.
a goddamn
It's
mess.
a goddamn cesspool. He's not done a lot of work.
Now, is there
Now,
any...
hang on. Before we
Okay,
move on, I want to
yes,
say
yes.
this. Now, if you're going to shit on Batman, why don't we shit on someone even a little bit worse? Now, okay, Batman is doing all of Gotham, which you would say is about New York City.
I know
or
who
whatever.
you're talking about.
We're
I
gonna
know
talk
what's
about
coming now.
Daredevil, who only handles
Couple
Hell's
blocks.
Kitchen,
Yeah.
which I'll be honest is just a bunch of restaurants and the entrance to the Lincoln Tunnel.
Yeah,
so
it's not 1962. The Westies are out of business.
Yeah.
There's no longer crime
Yeah.
in Hell's Kitchen.
sure he's blind. Right? So you don't want to give him, too much to bite off of.
Yeah.
But Hell's Kitchen,
Yeah.
that's like, I mean, Astoria is bigger.
Way bigger.
Way bigger.
Way
Yeah.
bigger.
Significantly bigger.
You guys ever know head of the household man?
He just handles his own house.
Just handles his own family.
Is he just? Let me ask you this:
I'm
without
the superhero of this house.
without knowing too much, is this an abusive stepfather situation, Anthony?
yeah. Yeah.
He does run the
Oh,
house with
yeah.
an iron fist.
Yeah. He just anything that happens, he deals with it.
Yeah.
But in the house,
Uh-huh.
that's it.
Now, let me ask you guys this:
Can we crack a window?
Dude, I got to cry. It's
Just a
something
little
going on in
bit.
this
It's
house.
super
cracked
hot.
already.
Dude, it's so fucking hot.
Yeah, it's
Here's what I'm going to
crazy.
do. I'm going to go open all the windows.
I'm not that hot.
I'm going to open the door and open the door outside. You guys do a commercial. And then also, I have to do my game.
Okay.
I have one of the best games.
Yeah,
ever.
and I have
Well,
to
I
ask
didn't
you
even
guys
know we
a
had
question.
anything.
This is a station identification break. You're listening to WN Astoria Radio. Thanks for tuning in. Brought to you, as always, by Anthony, as you know, Shim's Crims.
Oh, Shim's Crims. One of my favorite Crims.
When you need a crim,
Oh, my God.
you see Shim. And this month we have a special 4 crims for the price of 1 pim.
Oh, absolutely. Brendan, let me ask you this. How many Crims you do in a week?
60, 75 crims.
75 Crims, right. And before you went to Sims Crims.
Shims.
Shims Crims.
Because I was at Sims, and boy, will he rip you
That's
off.
what I was saying. How many Crims were you doing before you got to Shims?
Before I was doing the Shims, I could afford to do no less than 40 crims a week.
So you're at almost double the Crims.
I'm doubling my
And
crims
we
at
haven't
the
even
same price.
mentioned Pims yet.
Pims, get real.
Hey, you guys doing an ad? Because this sounds dim.
Yeah, well,
we're-
for Jim's Crims,
So,
our number
yeah.
one sponsor.
Get for all your Crims needs, go down to Shims Crims in Astoria, New York.
Yeah,
Love it.
Pims as well.
Yeah, Pims as well. They've got a few Pims, but mostly I'd say stick to the Crims.
Now, what is this great game?
Oh, it's
Oh,
fun.
before you
Good
get there, I had
question.
one quick thing that I need to run by you guys and
Uh-huh.
say, is this a normal thing?
Okay.
Because I don't think it is, and I was treated as if it
It's a
is
medical thing?
normal as the sun rising in the east.
Mm.
The woman who worked at Whole Foods was standing in front of the soup
Mm-hmm.
that I wanted. And just standing there absent-mindedly doing nothing, and that's fine. I'm all for a worker taking a break while on the job. That's
Sure.
I've done it many
Mm-hmm.
a time. But I say, "Oh, excuse me, could I get to that soup?" And she says, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Happy birthday!" And I said, "It's not my birthday." And then she
Shot in the dark.
acted like that I was crazy for not realizing that that was a thing she was saying because it was Martin Luther King Day. Because Martin Luther King Day
not
is
Martin
Martin
Luther
Luther King's birthday.
What? I thought it was the day. No, that doesn't make sense.
No,
Wasn't the
it's
day he
his
was shot.
birthday, but nobody, you don't say, is that a thing where you just
No.
go around telling everyone happy birthday?
You don't do
It's
it
not
on
my,
Christmas?
It's not my birthday. Yeah, you don't do it on Christmas. It's not my birthday. I knew it was MLK Day.
Happy MLK
but
Day.
yeah, happy birthday. No, it's not my birthday.
Was she black?
What? No.
So maybe she was
No,
trying
I
to
don't
say
care.
that
I
Martin
don't.
Luther King is in all of us, so it's all our birthdays.
Yeah, maybe she thought you were Martin Luther King. That's the only explanation.
Only explanation possible. And I do dream.
You do dream.
Yeah.
Well, he only had one dream, so that was the thing.
Yeah.
Known for not dreaming because he had sleep apnea. So he was like, I had a dream. Everyone was like, well, we're so happy because we know you haven't been dreaming because of your breathing problems.
Yeah.
That was a big. They don't talk about that a lot.
Did the FBI kill him?
Yes.
A lot of people were saying
The
that.
mob killed him.
No, the
Yeah.
mob killed Kennedy, I thought. They
Yeah, the
also-
mob and the FBI were the same back then.
Yeah.
The mob was running the Kennedys.
Yeah, they
and
also got Bruce Lee too. That's what my mom told
They
me.
definitely killed
Yeah,
Bruce Lee.
They did. They
yeah.
said they took him to an island and drugged him.
Well, the Chinese, the mob killed the mob, or the government killed Bruce Lee. Which
she
is your mom
said the
saying?
mob, but my mom also referred to the government as the mob lots of times too. So it's tough to tell.
Yeah. The Chinese government killed Bruce Lee because he brought Asian culture to America when they were trying to keep it all tight and high and tight.
Right. Japan gets very, they're very about that.
Yeah, they about that life.
They are about that life, about that just strictly Japanese life.
Yeah. Well, I was talking the other day about how people were karate when I was a kid was just lies. I never said how many times you do jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah.
Mixed martial arts, what you'd say?
Yeah.
Lots of different. How many years now?
4 years.
4 years. How many times in that 4 years have you ever said, hi-ya?
Never.
Never.
But I will say this.
Lied.
I will say this.
Wait, what?
Karate, there
I need one more
are there
sentence
are
of
a
that.
lot of pretty high level fighters that started in karate. Karate
Yeah.
will give you a good, like George St. Pierre.
But karate, what I'm saying is karate they're not going, hi-ya,
Well,
and they're
not-
not doing karate chops.
Well, not only that.
No chops.
Not only that. Think
What's
about
the big
this.
thing about Hayata?
Think about this. Think about. I've often been furious with this.
Yeah.
Okay, every single block in New York has a children's karate dojo.
Yeah.
How many adults do you know that know karate? So these things are just fraudulent because otherwise everyone would know karate.
Yeah.
And no one does.
Well,
So-
it's like high school Spanish.
exactly.
Everyone takes high school
yeah,
Spanish.
Yeah,
No one knows it.
No one knows
I
it.
took, you get into a fight, you're like, I took 4 years of karate. I can't do shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
No one's saying hi-ya. When you're a
They-
kid, everyone's saying hi-ya. That was what I was
Yeah.
saying, Anthony.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you had more on that.
No, yeah. I just love that was your big lie. That no one says hi-ya.
Yeah.
You mean like in a real fight?
Every time you'd watch karate in a movie when you were a kid,
Right, they don't
would
go,
go,
"Hi-ya."
it's like, yo, 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 this little guy knows karate. He would go, hi-ya, and he'd hit you anywhere in the body, and you'd crumble into bones.
Well,
Lies.
I always thought when kids were play fighting in like elementary, middle school, they'd go like, And
Yeah,
I
that was a big one.
I always thought they were mimicking the sound of the air coming out of the gloves when you hit somebody. But then I realized like that's actually how you exhale in boxing. You're supposed to exhale on every punch, but also keep your core tight. So you go.
Yeah,
I was
they
like,
didn't know that.
those
They were
kids
just-
knew how to box somehow.
Yeah, they just like heard a thing, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
they had a
Like
dad
when
who was-
you've just been watching sex videos, then you try that on someone, an unsuspecting virgin, when you're first starting off.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Yeah, what more?
Anthony.
What more you got there? What else is in there?
Well, I was a
You bring
virgin.
us-
Well, I was a virgin too, you know. But
Yeah.
you know,
You try to do their moves.
Yeah, exactly. What was I? What were we going to talk about?
Well, I wanted to
Greg
this karate
has a
thing.
fantastic game.
I do. Well, I want to finish one more thing, and this is the great, what I like to call
thought about karate.
the great Asian lie when I was little, which
my
I think
God.
helped.
Yeah.
That when we were kids, people didn't fuck with the Asian kids because they were like, chill, he might know karate.
Yeah, that was
and
always
to
a
us,
thing.
karate was magic.
Right.
And you would just like, whatever. And so, like, they were coming after me.
Right.
And by they, I mean the black people. Were coming after me, and they were like, nah, don't fuck with the Asian guy. He probably knows karate. That's a nice. It's like black people have big dicks. It's a nice lie to have about you.
Yeah, you'd almost think too that Karate Kid could have helped us out because he was an Italian kid.
I know.
From Jersey.
No one thought
that-
Italians knew karate.
Right. You would have thought that Daniel Caruso might have given us some reputation. Then, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Off chance this guy might know karate. He is Italian.
Yeah.
Like Caruso was.
I've heard in other places, people if there's like one Italian kid, they're like, "Oh, watch out, his dad might be in the mob." But there were so many Italian
Right.
kids with us, they were like, "Nah, we know them. None of their parents were in the mob." But it turns out they really all were. They were just not telling their children they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I always would be interested to see how, like, Bruce Lee would do in the UFC, because Bruce Lee really did like if you just train most types of karate or taekwondo, you're gonna be in trouble in the UFC because you're exposed in a lot of ways. But Bruce Lee, he developed essentially his own style. I believe it's called Jeet Kune Do.
Jeet Kune Do,
Is
that's
that
what I
too-
was. That's what I was trained under.
and he Jeet Kune Do was basically him trying to make a really usable and effective form
It was
of
for
karate.
actors, right?
Yeah.
No. I mean, but he helped. He did train
But
actors
for them to fight.
Yeah, like they would know. He
yeah.
would do like monologues during the fight.
yeah.
You must get to there.
No, but Jeet
You
Kune.
must move. This is all motion. This is speed. What does it mean? I'm actually doing a very good impression.
You
of
are
what he
doing
would
a
say.
good Bruce Lee.
What does it mean
No,
to
but
do?
softer, a little softer. He
What
just,
does it
yeah,
mean?
yes.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
Because he would because all these karate guys were doing these loud moves,
Yeah.
and he would try to explain what is the move? It's just not odd. What does it mean? Why you do it? This is the
Yeah.
quickest way.
Yeah, he was.
I'm trying to do the best I can.
I mean, you're nailing Ronnie Chang.
Really?
I have no idea what Bruce Lee sounds like, but you're killing Ronnie Chang right now.
Bruce Lee. If you hear clips of Bruce Lee sounds like what you would think like a mystical, wise martial art, the greatest martial artist in the world would speak
sound
like.
like,
Because
yeah.
he would say stuff like, "What is water?" like, I can't do the
What?
yeah.
He talks with a
Wa-
bigger. When I try
yeah.
to do an impression, he makes
Yeah.
his mouth bigger.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
hard.
okay.
What is water?
Yeah,
Oh, now I
are
lost
we
it.
water? I move like I can't do it, but it was
I
like
know.
he would just say stuff that was like, "Fuck, dude, this guy's the best guy in the world."
Right, I believe him.
To get to your point, I want to say that the thing always got me mad about Bruce Lee is people be like, he couldn't do shit today. And I go, no. It wasn't the style he knew that made him amazing. It was the drive. When people go, Jordan can't beat LeBron, I go, it was the drive. Bruce Lee would learn the things he needs to do to be amazing in the MMA.
If even
Yeah.
if even he wanted to, which I don't think he would. That was not what he was about. I don't think he. I don't think.
he wasn't about cage fighting.
I think he was sort of saw himself as above that. Not above that, like snobbishly, but
Yeah.
like I'm not. I'll fight if I have to.
Yeah.
I'll fight if I'm attacked.
Not like
But
told us
I'm-
in
I'm
the
fight-
LA story, Hollywood story.
Yeah, I'll
He
fight
was
if I'm
extreme.
if I'm attacked. But I think that was kind of what he was about. But I think absolutely if Bruce Lee was thrown into the octagon with the level of skills he had when he died,
Yeah, because
sure,
of a mob around
sure,
him and saying fight for your family.
sure he'd lose. But if he was given time to say you have to be in a cage fight in 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
he would learn what he had to learn, and I'd say he'd be pretty fucking good.
Yeah, he's Bruce Lee, man.
Yeah.
I love him. He's legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Also, never said hiya. Go ahead. That's just how I know it's
It's
bullshit.
it's like take a Muay Thai guy, right? Take these Thai Muay Thai guys, probably the best kickers in the world, right? They will fuck you up. There's a video online where you can just watch a Muay Thai guy kick down a tree.
Yeah.
Just a full tree. He just kicks it
I
repeatedly
think it's
and
fake.
it falls down. It's not fake.
I think it's fake. I
No.
don't think we know this tree.
No.
Somebody
Yeah.
might have cracked this thing already.
Harumi,
Could
can
be a
you
weak
investigate
tree.
the tree kicking down video?
What were you gonna say?
But
Two
okay,
things.
well, I was right in the middle of the goddamn
Cut
thing.
him off.
So
What?
So these Muay Thai guys,
Uh-huh.
right? They're the deadliest kickers in the world, but the way Muay Thai works, there's no takedowns in Muay Thai, and so it's very upright.
Mm-hmm.
So you put a Muay Thai guy in UFC, they're just going to get taken down to the ground right
yeah, yeah,
away.
yeah.
So it's like it's different styles.
Yeah.
It's like you have to learn all these styles. It's like
But you put him in a Dunkin' Donuts, he's gonna fuck up everybody in the Dunkin' Donuts.
yeah, well, and you put him in a Muay Thai fight,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's going to be great
Yeah,
because
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a rule set, and
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
good. His elbows are better than any UFC fighter, and his kicks are better than most UFC
Yeah.
fighters. But you put him in a place where he can get to. Yeah, look at this guy.
It's like water beats.
Well, Dan found a guy kicking down a street sign.
I mean, this
guy's
is-
kicking
this
down a
is
street
different.
sign.
This is a real-
Yeah, they're wild. Muay Thai guys are fucking wild.
But if they hit
kickers.
you with that kick, you're dead. Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
It's like Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
But that's what I said. Like water beats fire, but fire beats
Look at
wood.
it. This
you know
guy's
what I mean?
bending metal poles. This is different than the guy who kicked down the tree. Now, oh, good.
We don't need to watch this. No one can see
Goes
it.
up to a tree.
I need to watch it.
You can edit it. No, well, yeah, you can't do YouTube as I watch Rogan, and they don't allow it. So if Rogan can't do it, we can't.
Now,
do it.
I'm sorry. I
Just
cut.
Google.
Yeah, this guy. Look
Whoa.
at this. He
Tree.
kicks down a tree. The guy kicks down a fucking tree.
But you know what he can't do?
Love.
Yeah. Be funny. You know,
Yeah.
probably talking to him is probably annoying.
Well, see,
you
that's-
can't put that much time.
Yeah, that's the thing with those kind of guys. He's got to always be near a tree to show off his best skill.
Yeah. If
you
you're on
know?
a date, it's like, what are you doing? Let's go to the forest.
yeah,
This Starbucks is shitty. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
great. Oh, she's saying like,
Yeah.
oh, I work with the poor, and he's like, cool. This is all great, but we go for this trail walk. I got a couple of deforesters.
Yeah, so
I can
funny.
clear us a path.
And
It's like, I'm thinking about a restaurant. He's like, I was thinking more of maybe a stroll through the bamboo forest.
Yeah. And he's got to play it real cool, too, like he didn't
Yeah.
say that, like, oh, man, a tree right in our way.
Yeah.
Shoot.
What are the
Hang
chances?
on.
Yeah.
What'd you say? This tree just called your mom a bitch. I got this. Hang on a second. You kick the shit out this tree.
Yeah,
Now-
this street sign says you're so fat. That's not right for you.
Stop. Who should tell you to stop? You keep going. Let me take care of this.
Yeah. Now, two things.
Yeah.
One, that's why I always believe that Kobe did that sexual assault.
Oh, see, I don't think he did.
Wait.
Well, you'd be hard pressed to
Yeah.
say that after you hear my theory.
Yeah.
That guy had so much drive.
Drive.
If you ever see this guy during a basketball game,
Yeah.
he was like Jordan, like you're saying, a win at all costs kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch LeBron, now LeBron, fierce competitor,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
LeBron, still a human being.
Sure.
Kobe Bryant, on the other hand, this guy will do whatever it takes. So that's why this girl in Colorado said, I do not want to have sex with you. And Kobe heard that and he said, you're nothing but Roy Hibbert in my way. I'll do a slam
I'm
dunk.
going to drive this to the hole.
Yeah, exactly.
Very uncomfortable with this line of assumption.
Why is this uncomfortable?
Well, I think we don't know the details.
You're going to support a raper?
Yeah.
No,
Brendan doesn't believe
I'm-
women.
I
Yep.
don't- I-
Brendan doesn't believe. You heard it there first. You heard it there. And you
I
heard
do-
it there.
I do.
That's your camera.
Brendan
Oh,
doesn't
boy.
believe women.
I just don't think it's wise to use his on-court persona as proof of him being a rapist. But,
Sir, are we on court or are we in court? That's what the defendant should have said.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are we on court? And in court, Kobe are different.
He
on
has-
court, he ain't guilty. He'll take it to the hole. In court, guilty. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jordan used to punch people in the face
Yeah,
at practice.
that's what I mean.
He was crazy.
Yeah, that's what Bruce
Yeah.
Lee would do.
LeBron just subtweets you.
Yeah.
He would never think of sexually assaulting a woman.
Yeah.
Kobe, that's the one we know.
Yeah, the one we know. Tip of the iceberg. It's a great analogy. What's number 2 on the Anthony's time?
Number two was
Also, let me just and keep your number 2.
No.
I love a great analogy.
No,
He
I'm
says,
going.
which is you just no analogy whatsoever accusing Kobe of rape.
I didn't even.
That
hear
is
what,
a
I
great
didn't even hear what you
analogy.
said.
Tip of the iceberg.
Oh, tip of the iceberg you
Tip
were
of the
talking
iceberg.
about. Okay.
It's a great analogy.
It is,
because
yes.
there's so much ice underneath it.
That's why they call it that. Yes,
Yeah.
I forgive you. I thought you were talking about what his initial point was. I forgive you, Greg.
Thank you. Thanks
Oh wait,
for
no wait.
taken.
I apologize to you. I don't forgive you. I apologize to
That's okay.
Well,
apology
you.
accepted.
Second point.
Second point, and I will not be stopped.
No, we're gonna listen.
Second point. This goes all the way back to the hi-ya thing.
High offing.
No,
Hi-ya.
hi-ya thing.
Hi thing.
Yeah, I always find like I don't know enough facts. You know what I mean?
I always find that about you as well.
I love it. You go. Let me just say. You go. Here's this. Here's something else, and then we all, as an audience, go. There's no way he's gonna be able to connect these. How's he gonna connect these? He's not gonna be able to connect these.
Well, if you're just gonna be saying some random phrase,
Uh-huh.
hi-ya,
Hi-ya.
you could be saying a fact, and then people could be learning around you. Do you know what I mean?
Well, can I positive and negative there, right?
Fine.
The positive is, well, no, I'm going to say there's two things. Hi-ya is like
Yes.
a breathing thing to get the air out as you're
Okay.
delivering. So, yeah, I guess you could go, roast beef is best served cold. You know, you could do that. But you have to already have that fact loaded. You know what I mean? So if you're coming at me with a punch, I got to be like, I can't hit him until I can think of, you bring your own bottle. It's a no decorking fee, you know, or whatever.
That's very fair. That's very fair. Maybe they do some kind of sheet of facts before or something.
I gotta
That's
add
very
on to
fair.
what Greg said.
Uh-huh.
I think because first of all, Greg's right. Second of all, on top of that, you're fighting a guy.
Yeah.
Why are you giving him facts?
He doesn't deserve your knowledge.
What you need to be doing is lies.
Yes.
You need to be
Yeah.
you need to be chopping his head and saying alternate side parking is off tomorrow. You don't have to move your car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Did
But-
you get your mom a holiday present? No,
Yeah.
don't remind him.
Yeah.
So how about we do a compromise?
Sure.
Okay, I mean, we're not doing any of this, so fine.
Yeah, sure. We should edit these into MMA fights.
In the dojo, in practice time,
Mm-hmm.
you're doing facts, so that everyone around you is learning
better,
learning
yes.
facts.
Yeah.
Your team rises
But-
together.
Yeah, but now in a fight, now that you know the fact, you can say the opposite thing, so you can say the lie. So in a real fight, you can do a lie instead of
Yeah,
a hi-ya.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
in the dojo, you should be doing facts. Now I'm going to bring up a third thing, which
Yeah.
is an issue I've now found
Wait.
since saying this.
Yeah.
Okay, but I want to connect something to that last thing. Or are we staying on topic or are we changing topics?
That's fine. Do whatever you want.
I want to say, if it's in a fight, might as well be doing yo mama jokes. You know, like, yo mama's so fat she thought a beeper was a cell phone or whatever. You know, those yo mama ones. You know what I mean? Yo
Yeah,
mama facts.
totally.
That's good too. I think you
Insults,
mix those in
burns.
with hurtful facts that could be potentially harmful, like hook to the body, as you say. You can't get chlamydia on Wednesdays. You know, really.
So go ahead. Sorry.
No, those are good things. What I was saying, my potential problem with this fact-based system instead of the hi-yas is that everyone is going to be saying their fact at the same time.
Your
no one's
potential,
listening.
No one's
your
listening.
potential problem
Which is
with the
interesting.
system you've just invented.
Well, that's why you workshop these things.
Yeah, that's what we're here
Yeah,
for.
God.
That's the pod's for.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I am, for one, fully on board. I say in all martial arts and fighting training, you say a fact.
We'll trade.
You say a fact while look at that. Greg just did. He's going to be such a good father because what he did was Anthony often needs something in his hand. He was fooling around with a spear that goes to one of Greg's figures.
Okoye from Black Panther.
And Greg didn't want that spear harmed. Did he say put that down, son? No, he did not. He took a chopstick, which he doesn't mind being damaged, and gently replaced it in Anthony's hand, giving him another option while keeping the spear safe.
Also, to Anthony's great childlike ability, he didn't throw a tantrum and go, "No, I want the spear." He goes, "Okay, I'll take this. I just need something.
I just need
And he
something,
took it. I
yeah.
just need something. I'm
In
fine."
fact, when you presented me with this, I thought I wanted this more.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you
This
can have
is
two
more-
of these. You can play drums.
Well, could I have
Oh,
one?
that-
Yeah, everyone gets a
give-
chopstick.
Yeah, this is more satisfying to slap around.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can bite it.
That spear
Yeah.
was kind of bothering me because
Too
it
light,
seemed
not a lot
too
of action.
flimsy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not good action, as
Yeah.
they say in the
And,
biz.
and also, this is good. This is great.
Now I know Greg has a game that
Yeah.
I would love personally to play. But first of all, before we say that, we should say we do honor Happy Martin Luther King yesterday to everyone. That was a good day. That guy was great.
Yeah. Happy Martin Luther King yesterday.
He was good.
Yeah, he's not really talked about enough.
No,
I don't think.
Not a lot of people know about him.
Yeah, maybe give him more days.
Give him a week.
Give him a week.
I think that he's more important than Christmas. They should just do Martin Luther King Christmas.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring him back around for some other stuff.
I gotta say, cheating's not a big deal, you know, because every time people bring up Martin Luther King, you get the one naysayer who's like, "Well, he used to cheat," and you go, "Yeah, guess what? Sometimes sex is very alluring." You know what I mean? People want to have sex a lot. So I don't that's not enough to bring you down.
Right.
You know, unless it's to people who don't want it. But if you're with MLK, you want that's Abraham Lincoln, you know?
Yeah. Also, the guy did so many great things.
Yeah.
So it's like,
not everyone's perfect.
yeah, man, you're gonna hang him on this thing and just
It's as if there's no ability to say, yeah, okay. So he wasn't a great husband, but he was a great man for society.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't the best
I'm
husband.
not a great mahjong
he
player.
Fucked up. Don't sell yourself short. I've seen you move those tiles around.
yeah.
I do play those robots.
You know, you think about the audience, the opposite. You know, where you got how many faithful husbands are there out there? But how many of them changed the course of history?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit about them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me a cheater that was at the forefront of the civil rights movement rather than a guy that could keep his dick in his wife and didn't do anything else.
You know who didn't cheat?
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler.
Right.
He was completely
Yeah.
loyal to Vera Wang.
So we should celebrate that he
Close
loved
close
Vera
enough.
Wang through and through.
What was her name?
I forget. her
Ava
name.
Braun.
Ava Braun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vera Wang.
Oh, I never cheated on my wife. You know what else you never did? Marched on Selma, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
You fucking piece of shit.
You know who else didn't cheat on their wife? Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Not a cheater.
Yeah.
Not even
Notoriously
married.
not
He
a
didn't
cheater.
even have a wife.
He didn't. That's how good he was.
Yeah,
of
what
a
a
husband.
guy.
He was waiting for his shot. But 8 people. So how are we judging people?
2020, man.
2020 what?
2020. That's where we're at now.
Where?
2020.
2020, the future, beyond Blade Runner. That's where
Yep.
we are.
My
Well,
God.
I think I'm going to save my quiz for the Patreon.
Oh, well, then I have a topic of discussion.
All right.
Oh,
We have
all
20 minutes left.
As you,
That's a good amount of time.
Better extend this to 40 because
We
I
also
get
haven't said
deep.
hello to Dan yet.
Oh, hey Dan,
gotta
Harumi,
check
how you
in
doing,
with
man? What's
Harumi. How was
cracking
your
off
weekend?
with you?
Good. How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Good.
49ers, huh?
Oh,
yeah, that's right. You're a
excited?
49ers fan.
You think we're going to talk about football? I'm going to walk out.
I have a funny football story because I'm actually rooting for the Chiefs. Sorry, Dan. I have a couple of reasons on that. So, Greg, we've got a Chiefs versus 49ers Super Bowl coming up. I'll tell you why I'm rooting.
Literally news to me.
But I'd love to know your take from the little bit that you know and your reasons why.
After Brendan, I will give you my full football rundown.
Okay, so I'll tell you. There's 2 reasons. There's 3 reasons I'm rooting for the
Stern but
Chiefs.
just. Sorry.
And I've always liked the 49ers.
Sure.
And I do like this 49ers team.
Yeah?
I'm rooting for the Chiefs because primarily Travis Kelce went to my high school, and my dad coached him in soccer as a young kid. So that's primarily it. Him and Jason Kelce both went to my high school. Jason Kelce, center for the Eagles.
Travis Kelce, hot wife.
And then I like Mahomes. I like that guy.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
You call him Mahomes.
I don't
Really?
know how to pronounce anything, but I like him.
Want to get back to Hobgoblin or what?
And then third of all,
You'll get
third
you're
of
gonna
all,
get
the
your time in
four-
the spotlight in
the
just a minute.
49ers, they fucking pussied out on Kaepernick. They fuck Kaepernick.
Yeah, okay.
They
all right.
fuck
I'll say
Kaepernick,
that.
and now that guy's blackballed by the league. You're telling me that's not collusion? You're telling me Colin Kaepernick
I'm
is not
telling you.
better than every single third-string
Hey, he's better than
quarterback
Jimmy
in the
Garoppolo.
league? Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's clearly blackballed by the league. They won't let him in the fucking
I
league.
swear to God, if the Rad Dudecast After Dark page starts turning into people talking about sports, I'll delete the whole goddamn Facebook.
We
Let me-
spent 2 minutes so far.
2
But
minutes.
We spent the first 20
not-
minutes on Hobgoblin.
Yeah, but it would Hobgoblin's fun because you were making up lies. We're good. You guys are talking statistics.
You know, nobody mentions
Nobody
statistics.
mentions
And not only that,
Names
oh,
and who's
I'm
going where.
Now
also,
I'm wet.
you're getting a big chance to spread a bunch of lies.
When?
After this.
After this, and
Well, I
not
didn't
only
know
that,
that surprise was happening.
I told you, and you said, I will wait.
Well, you
till
should have set an
Brendan's
alarm.
done.
I would have taken a nap.
the nerve of a man, the nerve of a man to complain about 4 minutes of football talk.
I would say
when,
less.
For those of
less
you,
than 4 minutes.
for those of you not watching the video, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 action figures laid out in front of him for himself to enjoy and discuss. We discussed for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Hobgoblin, and I can't talk about football, which
I
Dan
didn't-
brought up. Dan brought up, and I can't talk about that shit for 3.5
Because
minutes.
you talk about statistics. You guys are like, oh, he's got an 8.5. This guy's a 2 and a 1. I don't know the numbers.
Nobody said any
mentioned
numbers.
Yeah, it's what you meant though.
When my
It's what
dad,
you said behind it. It's what you were saying behind what you were saying.
God. Yeah, it was a real jazz explanation to Greg. All right. Now, are you all wrapped up?
one more funny story.
Okay.
When my dad was coaching he coached us
Please
in high
say
school.
a comic
but
book class.
He was coaching, but when he was coaching Hobgoblin, no, he was coaching the girls team at my high school after I was older and he had retired. He was coaching the girls team.
What'd your mom think about it?
You think my dad's gonna fuck high school girls?
Yeah, you said those words.
You said those words.
I simply asked what your mom thought about that.
She didn't care. Okay, my dad.
Time away from her is what I meant.
Whatever. But
Time after
anyway,
time.
Marriage,
the
time together is key.
The athletic director at my high school at the time was a black guy, and one time,
Oh.
and one time he said to my dad, nobody had even brought it up. It was, and he goes to my dad, you know that Travis Kelce, he doesn't date white women, and so my dad just had to sit there and be like, cool.
Who said that? Your mom said that?
No, the athletic director just said that to my dad.
Oh,
but
wow.
my
My
dad
dad
went, you
was-
know what? Me neither.
And my dad was just like, all right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause
All
you-
right, Greg,
how-
make up some sports stuff now. Go
Now,
ahead. Now's your time
I
to
would
spotlight.
like to know this is a big day of the year, man. This is the Super Bowl. People want to know
Yeah.
from the Rad Dudecast who we have, who we don't have, your why, what, all this stuff. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to be playing the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl in 2
Kansas
weeks.
City Chiefs versus the Francisco 49ers.
Yes.
Oh, these are two teams I actually thought were the same for a very long time. Because back in 1994, they delivered a Sega Genesis game, and Joe Montana, I believe. Joe
So far,
Mountain Man
called
Joe
San Francisco, and Joe Montana, Joe Montana.
was on the cover, and I was like, oh, a 49ers game. And they were like, no.
Uh-huh.
This is a Kansas City. And I was like, their logos even look the fucking same.
I totally get where
So
you're
these
coming
are
from.
these are how will they say what is that word?
You'll find it.
Doppelgangers.
Okay.
Fighting each other for who the real red team is. So very exciting for me, a fan of colors.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And I've always been. Who's got more allegations? What team has more allegations?
I would say, well, of course, the 49ers, it was several years ago, had the whole Colin Kaepernick thing where he would kneel for the national anthem.
Sure,
that
sure.
became a big thing. But then the
What?
Kansas City Chiefs, the Browns have picked up some of their guys that have had some serious trouble.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Browns are
little-
looking to revive Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, yeah.
Give him his tight end.
Kareem Hunt
Yeah.
had some domestic abuse issues.
It was so sad that Solomoni went.
Yeah.
It sounds funny.
I don't know.
That I
Any
Ron
other-
General.
Any other Chiefs
other-
issues?
Yeah, well, Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt is the
He's the
main
big
one.
one.
What'd
yeah.
he do?
But we picked him up over at the Browns because we don't give a fuck.
Kareem Hunt's no longer on the team.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
ousted him.
They ousted him,
So
and
no
we
He
allegations.
punched and kicked a woman in a
Yeah.
hotel, but apparently she'd been following him for blocks, calling him the N-word.
Let me say this: if you beat a woman, your only grasp at trying to justify
It
it
did
is
seem
being like, she said the N-word. Like that's the only the only thing you can say.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I remember when I found out the news that he had done that. I was super drunk. I tweeted at Michael Wilbon. And I
Who?
said, your commentary is disappointing. And Michael Wilbon came out and he goes, well, we don't know everything. And we don't know it. This is despicable, Wilbon. Yeah.
Sticks and stones break my
And
bones.
then Frida Michelle made fun of me.
Who did?
Frida Michelle made
yeah.
fun of me for being earnest on the internet.
Screw with them. I'll say this. I want
But
to say
now
this
I want to
one.
go back to the Chiefs and the Niners, and who you got?
Here's what I want to say before we even jump into that. If I can have my own say, this is what I like about sports.
You can.
Really can.
You know, you want to get an award. They go, you can't get the award because you did a bunch of shit. But no one says you can't go to the Super Bowl because your fucking frontliner said a bunch of weird things to women in a bar and because they had a penis. You know what I mean? You know, you still go to the Super Bowl.
I know what you're saying. So you're saying you can cancel someone personally, you can't cancel the team.
Sports, you can't cancel sports because if you're still winning, they're not letting you out. You know what I mean? They'll take your Academy Award.
They'll ban guys.
They'll ban you, but they're not banning the team.
No, they can't ban the team.
They don't ban the team for words that aren't comfortably said to women who don't yet know who they are. You know what I mean?
This sounds like a very specific instance.
Do you have a story you want to tell us?
No, I mean, like, I would imagine if all of, let's say, the Falcons' front line came out and started screaming, like slander, right? They'll be like, we got to we can try to suspend these guys, but the team still goes to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? But that being said, if I come out and do things I want, if I'm on a corner, going, come here, right? And then this guy gets in my car and he doesn't have a vagina, and I'm like, well, I'm not paying you then, I can't work my comedy riggings anymore. You know what I mean? I can't work my clubs.
Well, that's interesting you say that. Maybe we need teams, comedy teams,
where
we're all on a team. So it's like Greg went down because he had that guy in his car.
Yeah.
He was doing the.
Didn't have a will or vagina.
Guy had a penis. He got mad.
I was promised a vagina.
Yeah, he wouldn't pay. That's okay. The team's still going to the comedy champs.
When a woman comes,
and Greg still gets paid. He still gets paid.
When a woman comes in my when I invite a man into my car. And they have a penis. I say, I'm like when the waiter doesn't bring over a bread basket. I say, I'm sorry, I was told bread, and
I was told vagina.
I have not yet. See, my entree is here, yet I have not gotten a breadstick.
Yeah.
I was promised a certain thing, and you, sir, do not have a vagina.
I think this meal has gone into the wrong Oldsmobile.
Yes,
I think you meant this for another table.
Delivered. Yeah, I believe I ordered something. I ordered the medium rare man with a vagina.
Yeah.
And this is not what I look for. This is not what I will pay for.
No.
I do not eat hard-boiled eggs with shells. They must be deshelled.
I would argue most people don't eat hard-boiled eggs with shells.
Yeah. And who the hell wants to have sex with a man with a penis? Nobody. You know what I mean? Same thing with hard-boiled eggs.
Boy, if that's not a T-shirt, I don't know.
Oh, man, can I tell you, Cypher Stowns,
yeah.
I think I may have reinvented me last night.
Okay.
He brings me up. He starts saying, ladies and gentlemen, keep on going for Greg Stone Creamery. What a nickname. Greg Stone Creamery? I love the word cream, and it's the ice cream place. You don't think that's great? I'm going to do a shirt.
You love Creamery. Yeah, that's
stuff
good.
Like this, man.
What?
You love stuff like this.
I love any attention being brought to me, yes. Is that what you mean?
No. Well, yeah, that is another thing. But no, you love, if you can incorporate your name in something, I think you just love a pun in general.
Yeah, I do love puns.
Yeah.
But I also love the word cream.
That's true.
It's a great word.
Yeah, so this really, it hits on a lot of things.
Yeah, so I'll say probably 49ers.
Let
The 49ers. Strictly because I love Dan Harumi. I love Dan Harumi. I don't know how he feels about me yet, but I'm trying to get him there.
They're a slight underdog, I believe. Is that correct?
You'd
Harumi?
think that
slight underdog.
You'd think that he would just jump in and say, "I love you too."
The option was there.
Yeah.
Clearly, it was a clear alley-oop, and it was if the guy who was supposed to slam dunk it just wandered into the stands and tried to eat someone's popcorn.
Prime example of you don't always have to talk to be funny.
No, Dan is the master of not playing the notes.
Yep, yeah.
Just ice you out.
That was great.
And what did he say? Oh, he said one today that was really funny. He probably was serious though. What did you say before? Oh, the whole password debacle makes me laugh. That on the computer that he's using, the only thing is on there is video editing, Premiere, and OBS.
Mm-hmm.
And every time he sits down at the computer, he makes me put the password in. And I'm like, let me just give you the password. And he says, nope, we have boundaries. He will not take the password. But it's not a password I use for anything else. It'll just allow him to get into it. He goes, no, he will not take the password.
That's great.
I love that.
If I get held
Professional.
hostage and they ask me what the password is, I'm going to give them the password. But if you don't
You
tell
can
me,
give them the password. All they'll have to do is then they can just then be the producer on our podcast.
I'm on a need-to-know basis.
I can say the password right now to the entire world.
Don't.
So,
Oh,
They'll get it. These guys will get it.
These guys are
anyway.
good, man.
Also-
Heck in the mainframe.
Also,
They'll mainframe us, bro.
How
They'll
about-
shut down the mainframe.
yeah, dude. You ever seen Amazon's The Feed?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I watched 10 episodes. It's horrible.
10 episodes you watched?
Terrible, man.
God,
But
too many
goddamn, I
episodes.
watched that thing till the end.
How about also how about these kidnappers? Just get Dan Harumi in a van with a bag over his head, gun to his face. What's the password to the Rad Dudecast computer? What? Give us the you don't even have the keys
What
to
are you gonna
Greg's
do?
house, man.
We want to upload it early.
yeah.
Yeah. What notes do we have about today's podcast?
I would
I
say
think we should do that the last 5
one
minutes
thing
every episode.
I would
Wait,
say-
Well,
what
it's
is
still
it?
not done.
A
We
wrap
still got to
up.
do Anthony's.
I would say
Sure, I'd like to do a wrap up.
I would say Greg irate. Greg irate. I think he's coming in at
Rating. We're not rating each other.
I would give Greg a 10. I would give Anthony a 10. I'd give Dan a 10 out of 10. 3 10s out of 10.
All right, I'll give you a 3.
Yeah, we talked about.
Why would you give me a 3? I gave you a 10.
we went into.
Well, plus what Anthony gives
I'm-
you. You add it together.
Yeah, I give
No, you don't
everybody.
add it together. Then I take away from you. If I didn't know we were adding, I
give
give
every-
you a 3.
I give everybody gets a 10. I give myself a 7 because you always got to strive for more.
Me too. That's what I'm doing.
I give myself a 10 because I don't gotta strive for more. I'm working a perfect game.
What up? That's great.
Hoops are hoops.
Hoops are
Hoops are hoops, man.
Man, you know
stats
that.
are stats.
You know that to be true. Hoops are
hoops are hoops. How many hoops you got?
7.
In my life, or I'm attached to my body. I used to wear a hoop earring.
I
Did
bet
you?
You did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I had
you
a
did.
hoop
Brendan.
earring.
That's why I gave you
can
a
say
3.
one thing about Brendan. He tried out all the identities.
No, I didn't. I was just me with a hoop earring.
Oh, all right.
And it was cool.
Oh, I'm gonna give him a
I
teaser.
still think that's enough for an identity.
Yeah.
Hoop earring, you're a different guy now.
Also, listen, guys. For $5 extra a month, you can get the Patreon. On the next episode, we're gonna play a game called Jeremy Epstein's Plane that I've invented. Many rules, very fun. You're gonna want to tune in for that, folks.
Seems like a game we've played before.
No, we haven't.
All right.
I wrote the rules.
Oh, awesome.
This
man.
is
This
big.
is exciting. This is
is
really
big.
exciting.
Also,
that's if I was out there and I didn't have a Patreon account and I heard that on the Patreon episode we playing a game called Jeremy Epstein's Plane, Jeffrey Epstein's.
No,
I might
it was
scrounge up
Jeremy's.
5 for that.
It's Jeremy. I don't
Oh,
want
it's
to get
Jeremy's?
sued.
Oh, all right. Good call. Good call. Good call. Good call.
Yeah, his estate is listens to every podcast in the world. To patreon.com/ or patreon.com/Rad Dudecast. I had a guy get mad because I say backslash, and he said it's a /, and I don't know what kind of slash it is. So now I just say slash.
You just say slash.
But $5 a
People are
month.
messaging you for different things than they're messaging me.
It's mostly mental health help.
Oh yeah, you
primarily.
You got a lot.
I
of
got.
that. I had one guy who was hitting me up about it, and he thought I was you for a while.
Sure,
And then
yeah.
At some point, he went, "Oh, this isn't Brendan."
Yeah.
Well, you're a good guy too, Anthony.
I mostly get women messaging me asking about the married life. They go, "So Greg, what's the married life all about?" I'm looking to get into marriage. What's marriage like? And I go, I gotta be honest, it's the same stuff. Love is love.
What's the married life about?
Yeah, I get a lot of like people asking me how like, I'm thinking about getting a new doormat. What kind of doormat do I get? Marriedlife.com. And I go, get something that says welcome because you want people to walk in and feel
Smart.
like
Yes.
they're welcome here. Don't get go away. That's ironic and not fun. We gotta do
Yeah.
Anthony's Corner because we only have 3 minutes left.
Do you want to save your Anthony's Corner for the Patreon with
You
3
want to do a double?
minutes?
You want to
You want
double
me
it?
to do a double Anthony's Corner?
Whatever you want,
Snooze,
man.
you lose. Your call.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? What are
If we
you
snooze,
saying?
we'd get 2.
Yeah, if I snooze, I could get some
Let's do
fucking
Anthony's
rest.
Corner.
Okay, we got a couple options here.
All right.
Now we
We'll
can
go a little
do Julia's cyst removal quiz.
Mm-hmm.
We can do who I think the cast of Friends, top to bottom.
Oh, that. I vote for that.
Or the third one, which he's going to do now. It's completely made up. I love this.
No, the
I like
third
the
one-
wild card one.
The third
Because
one-
the second one was barely put together. So there's no way he's going to strip enough wood together to build this cabinet.
the third one was something.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to
something.
remember what it
Greg.
was.
Well, then I choose the second one. What do you choose,
Well, we
Greg?
can't do that until we know the third one. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
let's
might
do
say
the-
the third one, and you might be all over that.
We might.
Huh? Maybe there was only 2.
Well, then I don't choose the third one. I'm not all over it.
Yeah, let's do the cast
So
of
you
Friends.
want to do the cast of Friends?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. What do you guys think and why? And then I'm going to tell you my reasons.
who the cast of Friends are?
Now,
No, we know them.
ranking them.
Ranking them,
Oh.
but by actor to character. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Who the best actor is?
Yes. But also, if they're the best actor, clearly the character was the best because of the actor. So maybe just best
No,
character.
because you get bad writing.
Now, am I thinking
That's
about
true.
The monkey
Okay,
wasn't written
and
well.
this will be interesting to hear.
Yeah.
Am I thinking about am I trying to guess who your favorites you're ranking?
Oh, that's interesting.
or am I
okay.
am I giving my own ranking?
Why don't we start off with your own ranking, and then if I get bored with that, we'll do who you think my favorites are.
Okay, I go Chandler,
Number 1 or number 5?
number 1.
Yeah, he is the best.
Chandler.
Bing?
Bing.
Okay,
Chandler Bing.
now you got to give me your reasons why.
That guy was just cool. He was addicted to pills in real life, but
Yeah.
cool guy.
Oh,
I
sure.
like Chandler as a character. I then go Jennifer Aniston.
Uh-huh.
Hot.
Yeah,
I
sure,
liked
yeah.
her. I thought she was good. I then go Phoebe. No, Joey.
Yeah, okay.
I go
okay,
Joey,
okay.
Joey, then Phoebe. Joey
Uh-huh.
because I thought this is an Italian man. This
Uh-huh.
guy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Phoebe because she's a real weird,
Yeah.
weird. Then I go Monica, a little uptight for my taste,
Sure.
and then Ross, real whiny bitch.
Okay.
6 is Ross.
That's a very good
that's my ranking.
You're close to mine.
okay, Greg. What's your ranking?
Well, I'm going to be totally off because mine is slightly different. I go number 1, Joey. Joey Tribbiani. I love
Yeah.
him. He's Italian. Enough
Yeah.
said.
He's great.
He was always funny. I also want to go with. Also, I'm doing a new take. Do you ever see how Steyer talks? When Steyer does the debates, they ask him a question, and then he goes right into the. He just looks you right in the eyes and does it. Very weird.
Yeah.
Watch the debates. It'll be like. My second pick would be
Greg's
Phoebe.
looking directly into the camera.
Phoebe, because she was comedically. I can't look at the camera and you, so let me move the camera so I can look at you too. Phoebe was comedically one of the best. Not on that show, but everything else she did. And she's one of Conan's best friends. And if you're a friend of Conan, you're a friend of mine. Okay? So, Joey, Phoebe.
Uh-huh.
Gotta go Chandler Bing, right? The guy's a hit.
Yeah.
He's a hit. Guy was a hit. He was a hit.
He was a hit.
Then I gotta go with Monica. Here's why she's so low in the
Whoa.
rankings. One, I think she's one of the most beautiful women ever. Her acting was great, but it really tore me apart because she was so beautiful, but she has the same name as my sister, so it made me feel very weird. So I can't put her high. She could have been number 1
Sure.
if her name was Gwendolyn or Pavilion or Pandemonium.
I have the same problem with Kylie Minogue.
Your sister's
Very
name is
hot.
Kylie?
Yeah, my sister's name is Kylie. So the same
I
problem.
always
get
wanted
it
to see
totally.
your sister. You never showed me.
What's that mean? That's weird.
Third, and the last one would be Rachel, because she was
No.
living-
You got 2 left. You haven't ranked Ross or Rachel.
Ross, dead last. Dead last.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why. 3 factors about Ross.
Yeah.
The guy was a bad actor.
Yeah.
He was horrible to look at. That guy was not a treat on the eyes. His writing was bad. His joke. And everyone always says, I'm the Ross, which makes me even madder. I'm the Ross.
You're
of
not the Ross. You're the Joey.
No, because I love
You're
dinosaur
the
bones.
Joey.
I'm the Joey.
Of course you're the Joey.
We're all the Joey. You're the Phoebe.
No,
Yeah.
I'm the
You're
Chandler.
Rachel.
I'm the Chandler.
You are also Chandler, but you're the hottest.
No, I'm the Chandler.
All right, so
You
Chandler.
said you're also because you love dinosaur bones?
Yeah.
You slip that in. Most people think you're Ross. Oh, why? Because I love dinosaur bones?
Yeah, and I live the married life, and I was always in love. You know, that's probably why. And then in the middle I go Rachel, because I think here's the thing: Rachel did have one of the best careers, did marry Brad Pitt, but I think it was more because of her beauty and her hairstyle, aside from her acting. They were all great actors, but the best actor we all know is Joey Tribbiani, because he was Italian, and Italian's the best actor. They should have put him in the mob.
Wow.
So
I've never seen
Greg's going. Greg's going Joey.
They seem good, though.
Greg's going Joey, Phoebe, Chandler, Monica, Rachel, and then
Excuse yourself.
Ross. So we're all in agreement
gonna
about
drink
Ross
it.
dead last. Okay, Anthony, go ahead.
Oh, Rachel, number 1. Rewatch the show. Jennifer Aniston is unbelievable as a comedic actor.
Really?
Really.
Well, I'll rewatch the
Really?
show. Okay.
Number 2, Joey.
Okay.
Joey is incredible.
Yeah.
What Matt LeBlanc does is something else.
Really?
Number 3, Phoebe. She's great as well. I would almost say it's a tie between her and Joey. I would say
Phoebe
yes.
is great.
4 is Chandler, but like very closely behind. Like not. It's like Rachel 1, Phoebe and Joey 2 tied, Chandler 4, but it's close, and then the Gellers. Whoa in the back.
Who the Gellers?
Monica and Ross.
You don't like Monica?
No.
Do you remember when she had that sex scene with Ace Ventura?
Monica,
Very hot.
Very hot. I'm saying when the confines of the show, she doesn't bring a... And I think she's actually not bad, but the first 4 are so good that it's like...
I want to switch my thing, too. I think Monica at the bottom, put Rachel up higher. Rachel is great.
She's so good, man.
I forgot how great she was.
She's great.
I just get so jealous because she's so hot.
She's
and
so...
She gets that easy life.
Yes, she's so hot, but then you watch her and you're like, man, she's really funny.
How about her and Brad Pitt? Some embers burning again.
I've been seeing this at CBS magazines
nobody
for
really
years.
knows, but they've been touched. They had this warm embrace.
This
at
has
the
been going on,
SAG
man.
Awards. They've been having picnics and shit.
When I go to CVS, they'll have all those magazines. They've been saying they're back together for years.
I mean,
They've also been saying the president is talking to aliens.
1 out of 2.
Yeah.
And then number Ross, dead last, 100% right. I mean,
Ross should have been. They should have.
horrible.
They could have did to Ross what they did to Ray Romano's kids in that show, where they just disappeared one day and no one ever saw them again.
Yeah. I mean, man, he is a drip.
Wasn't he also married to Frasier's wife? Did he have like some secret wife?
Oh, he was married. I mean, he got
What
married.
was Frasier's wife's name?
Maris.
Maris.
Yeah. No, that's Niles' wife.
No,
Maris.
yeah. Frasier's wife.
Frasier's
was,
wife is
Deirdre. No.
The one on Cheers.
Yes.
Yeah, but the one on Cheers was the same one on Frasier. She came back. They were
Yes,
divorced,
yes,
but she came
does.
back.
They have a little thing.
It was
Maris is...
Lilith.
Lilith! Yeah,
Yes.
Lilith. Yes.
I'd
I'd rather had Lilith than Ross on the show.
That's been the definitive rankings of Friends characters.
They tried to up Ross by bringing in a fucking monkey. Not even a monkey could up Ross. And it's a goddamn monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did what they could with him. But
And I do have a question before we end this. Why am I seeing all these Friends sweaters now?
Because there's this whole '90s nostalgia thing going on. It's all Urban Outfitters. Everyone shops at Urban Outfitters.
All right, that's it.
That's it. I got a few
Oh,
plugs.
me too.
Oh, I got a ton.
This guy's got a ton of plugs. Suck my dick.
Should I do mine first?
No.
Oh, all right.
I'll do mine first. You can follow me at AirBud on all platforms. EYREBUD. January 31st through February 1st, I'll be at Curly's in Rochester, New Hampshire. February 6th through 8th, I'll be at Laughing Gas in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. February 27th through 29th, I'll be at the Looney Bin in Wichita, Kansas. March 4th through March 7th, I'll be at the Looney Bin in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Come on out, Rad Dudecast fan. And if you're a Rad Dudecast fan that comes out, talk to me. I'm talkable.
February 3rd through the 7th, I will be doing a week at the Creek. I'm pretty much running an hour of stories and jokes. I got DeVito opening on one. Brendan, you can come to any one. You can do time. That'll be fun.
My main man Dan on one?
Dan will be on one. Of course Dan can have you on one. Oh, I should ask him. You're an asshole, Anthony. Of course. And then I will be opening for Chad Daniels on February 12th in Huntsville, Alabama. I guess that's what it says. So look up his thing. The 12th, I'm opening for Chad Daniels. Go to his website. And then I'm featuring for Chad Daniels again on the 13th of February. God, go to his website. And then also and then I'll be in Zany's nightclub in Nashville, opening for Chad Daniels the 14th and 15th. And then I'll be flying back on the 16th if you're flying to New York. So I hope that made sense. And then I got a couple more, and then that's it. And then in February, I'll also be doing a night at, it's not disclosed yet, but we're doing a night at the Fat Black Pussycat. I'm just waiting on that date. That's all I got to tell you for now. And I'm also, in March, I'm sorry. I'm opening for Bobby Kelly and Mohegans. I'm now a feature again. It's really great to know that I'm just now a feature in comedy.
Yeah, but these are great comics, man.
Yeah,
I didn't even know you knew Chad Daniels.
I know. Forced through. I do not know him. I don't even know how this kind of happened.
That's awesome.
It was a thing Becky kind of did. 4th. Oh, I don't know why. I don't remember how it happened. 4th through the 8th, I will be at Mohegan Sun. I'll be headlining some nights, and then Bobby Kelly will be headlining the other nights. That's not a thing we worked out. It's just they threw me some headlining work for the extra days. That's in March 4th through the 8th. That's it.
Man, that's cool.
Very cool, man.
January 23rd to the 25th. So this weekend, I'll be at the Addison Improv with Michelle. And then February 7th and 8th, I'm going to be in Boston. I don't know where. So, you know, I feel like Zone 3 and maybe Democracy. I feel like they're in the names. Look those up.
Good. Democracy seems like an idea.
Yeah.
More than a-
Come to Zone 3.
Zone 3.
As if we live in a sci-fi movie.
Yeah, I mean, like one of them's
I'll be in
called
the Outer Rim.
Democracy too. I don't know. I mean, you
What
guys.
sector are you performing in?
If you're in Boston or in the greater Massachusetts area,
Yes.
you want to see me that badly?
It's only 23 credits.
Do a little legwork, you know? And then I'll be doing my critically acclaimed solo show, My Dad Isn't Danny DeVito, on February 15th,
Twist ending it is.
the 22nd, and the 29th at a place called Cherry Tree Bar in Brooklyn. It's a very cool spot. And, oh man, this guy Jeremy Picard came out to see the show, and he's been texting me for years.
Oh, really? And
Yeah.
then he came to the cellar.
Yeah.
And I was there, and I think I had a stinky set.
That's all right, man.
That's why I wish there was a way to know Rad Dudecast fans from the audience, so I could play my A game.
Dude, he texted and he goes, I don't have my Hawaiian shirt and mustache, but I will be there.
Did he bring a potato?
No. I didn't even, that's the only thing. Jeremy, if you're listening, you rotten son of a bitch, I didn't see you after the show.
Oh, you
So-
son of a bitch.
You know, I don't know what that's about. But no, man, thanks so much for coming out, and keep those texts coming. I don't know,
Keep
maybe
those texts coming?
Yeah.
Who's texting you?
you text me every now and again.
On the phone or in a
No, on the
Instagram?
phone. We have a good rapport.
Good.
And then March 13th, I'll be doing the show again at QED at 7:30. Or, I don't know, 7-ish, somewhere around then. That's another one. Look it up. All right.
Let me just say, the week of the 13th, I'm Googleable. Brendan, what do you got?
I already said all mine.
Oh, we're good?
Oh,
All right,
man.
let's plug it out.
What about Dan?
Yeah, Dan.
Shit, I hit shit.
That's
Hang
all right.
on. No, I'm recording again. We're recording, we're good.
What? Oh.
Just say it, Dan.
What about Dan?
HatchNYC.com. New cartoon just went up right now.
Great.
Shit.